While you learn to crochet the flower motif in part 1 of the French Rosette blanket tutorial, in this episode you will learn to crochet the center square and the rectangle eyelet motifs. Then, by repeating just one simple detail, you will capture the essence of French Provincial decor. Yes, the narrow blue pinstripes not only frame the subtle designs created by the eyelets, but transforms these easy to crochet motifs into a masterpiece. Make sure to watch all the way to the end because I share a bonus motif that makes even more variations possible. The companion pattern is available by following the link in the description below. Okay, now we're going to begin the center motif. And this is just one giant motif, so it's really easy to do. Form a slip knot and chain 4, just like we were doing the other little motif. Slip stitch to join into a ring. Chain 1, 2. You're going to count that as a half double crochet. Then you're going to work 2 more half double crochets into the ring. Chain 2 for the corner, then 3 half double crochets into the ring. And slip stitch to the top of the chain at the beginning of the round. We have 3 half double crochets on each of the 4 sides of the square, and we have 4 corner spaces. On round 2, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now our yarn is coming right off the top of the first half double crochet. So the chain up counts as 1 double crochet and 1 chain 1 space. We're going to skip the second half double crochet on the side and work a double crochet into the very next stitch. Now we're in the corner. So we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets into the corner. The chain 2 is the corner space. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet into the very first half double crochet on this side, and that's right under that corner. You got to be careful to make sure you get it. You're going to skip this one and you're going to chain 1 and put another double crochet over the last stitch of the side. Then you're going to go right into the corner and work 2 double crochets into the corner. That brings us right to the beginning. Now we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, and in the third chain we're going to slip stitch to join the round. Now this particular piece is always worked from the right side. You never turn it over. So round 3, you don't turn your work. You're just chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 3 count as a double crochet. That counts as a chain 1 space. Skip the chain 1 space here and work a double crochet in each of the double crochets until you get to the corner space. On this row, it's just 3. Now we're at the corner space. So you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. The chain 2 is the corner space of this row, and that begins this side of the square. Now remember, this is the first double crochet, so you're going to work a double crochet in each of the stitches until you get to the next space, which is the space at the middle of the side. So that's 3, 1 in each of the 3, chain 1, skip this space, and then work a double crochet in each of the double crochets until the next corner space. So that's 3 on this side. Now repeat all the way around. And you will find that this is a very easy pattern to do. Now, when we get over to here, we are going to work 1 double crochet in each of the stitches until we get to the end of the round. In the end of the round, we're counting up 1, 2, 3, and in the 3rd chain at the beginning of the round, we're slip stitching to join the round. And you're going to repeat this last round until you have a total of 12 rounds from the beginning. So you have 9 more rounds, and you will end your white at that point. I'll meet you then. Okay, so we have just brought our large center motif out 12 rows from the very beginning. And if you can see, the little spaces form this beautiful little eyelet lace work. Start the rectangle by forming a slip knot. Then chain 32. I've chained my 32 to start, and I wove my end in right along the one side of the chain. In the 4th chain from the hook, I'm going to work 2 double crochets under the top loop only. Chain 2 and work 2 more double crochets into that same chain. Now I'm going to work 1 double crochet in each of the next 13 chains, just under the top loop. Chain 1, skip the next chain, and then work 1 double crochet in each of the next 13. Okay, I should have 1 chain left, and it's right there. So now I'm going to work 2 double crochets into that chain, chain 2, and 3 double crochets into the same chain, chain 2 more to make another corner, and then work 2 double crochets into that same chain. Now let's see what we have around this corner. 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and 3 at the end with 2 corners. Now I'm going to work in those exact same stitches and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 13 stitches, going around the other side of the foundation chain. Now I'm going to chain 1, skip the one that it's just opposite the other chain 1 space, and then I'm going to work a double crochet in each of the next 13. Now what I want to do is I want to work 2 double crochets in the end space or the beginning space, chain 2 because I have to complete my last corner, and then slip stitch into the top of the chain at the beginning of the round. I have a long piece that has 4 corners and 2 eyelets or spaces in the middle. You not only have the 4 corners here, but you have 3 double crochets on the ends. So that is the short side right there. And these are the long sides. So on round 2, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That will count as a double crochet and a chain 1 for the space. We're going to skip the next double crochet on the first round, which is right there, and we're going to work our double crochet on the end one. Then I'm going back into my same sequence of doing 2 double crochets in the corner space, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the corner space to start this side. Now I'm going to work 1 double crochet in each of these next stitches until I get to the center space. Okay, I'm at the center space. I'm going to chain 1, skip the space, and go in under the top 2 loops of the next stitch. And then I'm going to work all the way to my corner space. 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets to turn the corner. I'm starting this side. Then I'm going to work 1 double crochet in the first stitch on the side, chain 1, and then another double crochet, skip the stitch, the center stitch, so I have a chain 1 space formed, and then I'm going to be right in the corner again. Work the remaining corners in the long side just as before. Slip stitch to join the round. A chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That represents a double crochet here and a chain 1 space, which is right over that chain 1 space. So now we're going to go into this stitch and work a double crochet in each stitch until the corner space. Now we're at the corner. We're going to do 2 double crochets in the corner space, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the corner space. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet in each stitch along this side until we get to the chain 1 center space on this side. Chain 1, skip that center space, and continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch until we get to the corner space. And we're just going to repeat from that point on until we have a total of 5 rows. I'll meet you then. The pinstripe round is the same whether you are working around the large center square, the rectangle, the flower motif, or the bonus motif. Insert my hook from the front to the back with the right side of the motif facing me. Now I'm not going to leave a long yarn tail, but I'm simply going to, with a double strand, chain 1. Pull that end through and tighten up these edges, okay? Because what I'm going to do right here is wrap this yarn and lay it along the top edge, number 1. But I'm going to insert my hook back in that same space and work 2 single crochets, chain 1, and 2 single crochets in the same corner space. There we go. Now, in every stitch along this side up until the center space that's running up the side, see that? I'm going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch. And notice I'm going around the yarn tail. That weaves it in immediately, so that cuts my work in half. Here's the center space. All I'm going to do is work a single crochet in that center space and keep going to the next corner. That's it. All that excitement over nothing, huh? Now, when we get to the end, just work your last single crochet and slip stitch to join. You want to cut this yarn tail and weave the end in before you move on. The final round is also quite easy to crochet and is worked the same for all of the different sizes of motifs. And what you want to do is you want to find that chain 1 space in the corner, insert your hook, pull up a loop, and give yourself enough yarn tail, because when we work 3 chains double, 1, 2, 3, that represents the first double crochet. Pull the end through. Then chain 2 more, 1, 2. Those 2 chains are the turning chain. And so now you're going to work another double crochet in that same space, in that corner space. Now we're going to go right down the side and work a double crochet in each stitch along this edge. And once again, it's just a slip stitch to join the round, trim the yarn, and weave the ends in. As we talked about in part 1, this blanket can be made nearly to all sizes because you simply keep adding pieces like a mosaic. But occasionally you may need a piece that is the same size as the flower motif but without the rosettes. And that is our bonus motif. Plain and simple, just work the first 5 rounds of the large square, then go right into the pinstripe row and the final row. How easy is that? Now that we've completed 4 flower motifs, 4 rectangles, and 1 center square, we're ready to assemble our French Rosette blanket and do the edging in the next video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please take a moment to subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications of upcoming videos and events. Happy crocheting!